Hi, this feels surreal to say, but we're at week 6 of half marathon training, halfway through the plan. Am I actually improving? So, am I getting any faster? I honestly don't know. I'm training at a slower pace than before, and I don't know if I have to listen to this or how reliable this is, but my Garmin race predictor is also showing worse results than before. On Friday, when I did my long run, I was reminded by Strava of another run that I had done before. And honestly, the paces are completely different, which just made me feel quite worried about where I'm going with this whole training and question it a little bit. Obviously, I'm now doing more distance than before, which is expected because I'm doing a longer distance than before. And before, I used to cycle a lot as well as part of my duathlon training, which I think definitely helped with my aerobic base and just making me a stronger and more efficient runner. And scientifically, studies show that cycling helps improve running efficiency by developing fast twitch muscle fibers, improving VO2 max, and reducing impact stress. So maybe my previous cycling made me, I don't know, I feel like because I wasn't running all the time and I was cycling at some points as well, it just made me do my workout, still use a lot of the same muscles like my heart and lung and all those kind of things, but rather than running and having all that stress on my legs like that, just having the stress in a different kind of way and having the aerobic workouts in a different kind of way. Another huge factor and definitely a huge change in this whole training block has been the changes in the altitude and temperature. Going from London to Tehran, London was like 50 meters, Tehran was like 1500, 1700 meters, to then Reshm, to then Tehran, to then Dubai, has just been a lot of change, and maybe my body didn't really have the time to adapt to any of these locations, and I've definitely felt like my body had to push a lot harder to sustain the same effort. That was weird. The second one is the temperature. Tehran was around, I don't know, I want to say like -5, -10 to 0 degrees, and I was training maybe to 4 degrees. But then Dubai and Resh were like 25 kind of degrees. So I've definitely felt the dehydration and the higher HR. One of my biggest wins in this training block has definitely been the strength training. I've been consistent with it for 8 weeks straight now, and it just feels great. It goes hand in hand with my running sessions, and it's definitely improved my stride power. Though I might not feel it right now because I'm so fatigued. But we all know that strength training reduces injury risk, and also it is going to help with the neuromuscular efficiency in your body, making you a more economical runner. I seen a lot of other plyometric, explosive and endurance workouts on Instagram that I would love to implement, but I'm just trying to think how I can substitute some of the equipment that I don't have at the gym, for example a sled. So if you know any ways to substitute that, please let me know. The last factor I've looked at is sleep and recovery. I feel like before I used to have a much more balanced schedule and I used to get enough sleep, like 10 hours sleep, and like take regular naps as well throughout the day. But now, since moving to Tehran and having to wake up early to go for the runs, and then for example here in Dubai, like waiting till afternoon, evening time, like after the sunset to go for the runs, and then getting like super hyper and not being able to sleep properly. I feel like all of those different things has made me not recover the way I would like to. And it is a bit difficult to prioritize sleeping, but it is definitely something that I need to work on for the next 6 weeks in order to be able to perform better. All right, to wrap up, number one, I don't feel like I've become faster or I've created more endurance. Yes, I have been consistent with the mileage increase and I have stayed mostly injury-free. Number two, the changes in the altitude, temperature, sleep and recovery, and the training plan's structure might be holding me back from seeing bigger improvements. And number three is that I am going to stick with this plan, but I am going to just add in some minor tweaks to my own schedule to prioritize things that are going to improve my training and performance. Now, I really want to know what you think about this. If you think that I have to adjust in a different sort of way, or if you have had a similar experience with a pre-made plan, and what were your take on it. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one on week 7.